thing. I got a tripod. And a cool clip-on light that I have on my phone, and not trying to unclip because I don't want to have to risk taking too long trying to figure out how to get it back the way I want it. Alright. So, before I go visiting, I want to just get some art time. I've been thinking of doing this since Sunday, I think. And then I went, got this tripod and stuff. And if I don't do that now, I don't plan on having any opportunity again here in November, because I'm gonna go off visiting, and then by the time I get back, it's gonna be like December, pretty much, or like around the edge. So let's try out some art time. So I am going to do some things a little differently. I have my TV up so I can see chat, because I'll be having my phone. Here, I'm gonna flip it. I have my phone here on this tripod, trying to showcase drawing time. But before that, I noticed it's kind of hard to see drawing time with my lens all messed up. So let me just move it. Oh, gee. This is a great opportunity to see how well cleaning vinegar does on lens. It does a good job on mirror, so maybe it's great. It's gonna need some alcohol, because usually the go-to is alcohol, but if this does it great, I already have it here. I was just using it for the table, so I'm not exactly opposed to the idea. If it works, yay. More options are yay. All right, let's see. Did that help? So is it still murky looking, or way better? Oh yeah, helped a lot. Okay, great. Okay. Let's get this in and then figure out some art time. That's what I want to do. Life is too short. I get constant reminders of that on the reg, it feels like. I guess I was blessed. Although I have experienced death quite a lot, it kind of came in waves. There was the first one, which was everything that happened either before I was born or when I was too young to comprehend things. And then the next wave came by the time I was like already a teenager. And then it was just like a one-off kind of thing. But lately we're on to a bad wave, like long wave. Alright, here we go. Okay, so that's looking kind of nice. I'm not gonna lie. Alright. So I'm feeling very autumnal. So I'm gonna get some autumn colors in the mix. I'm gonna try that. And I got some Crayolas markers, because that's one thing I was missing. Alright. Okay, I think if I take a nice hair tie, I'll be able to keep my phone plugged in nicely. I just need a little bit of pressure. Is there a better way to do this? Alright, maybe that. Okay. In the meantime, still trying to get used to the that looks okay. Alright, let's do some art. Okay. That back. I do have the option of changing the table. See if that helps anything. A little bit. Oh, I should probably put socks on. Alright. Alright. Just gonna do some art. That's the plan. That's the goal. So far, I am digging. I did have a tripod. I do have a tripod, but it's in storage. And yeah, no. Just not really feeling like trying to figure out where it is. Just too much of a headache. Made more sense just to finally get another one. It's not like it's such a thing as too many storages. I mean, well, yeah, there is such thing as that, but like too many tripods. It'll be fine. When I need it, I'll know. I'll get it then. But I just needed something because I know I was trying to do some art time. I'm like, I really just want to be able to do my art time in a way where I don't have to keep like figuring out how to hold my phone, and then it might get all anyway, hot and stuff. All right. I add this to the mix. Oh, gotta straighten out my colored pencils. I forgot when I was visiting last time we were doing all art time, so it got a little rugged, and I called myself gonna put it away nicely later, and I guess I just blanked on that. All right. I have to assume I'm not missing anything. If I am, I am. Oh well. Not the worst thing. Don't have time to do a proper inventory. I'm not going to worry about it. Life is too short. Life is too short. Life is too short. Okay. But now that I have this method of being able to do things top down, ooh, that's opened up a lot of interesting doors. I used to, back when I was doing YouTube and Twitch, I feel like that was 6 years ago or whatever, I used to have a lot more time utilizing my tripod. The one that's currently in storage comes in handy. Okay, that seems to be full. So this does make for interesting options with art time and outside of art time. I'm just glad, like one thing I will say, one reason I'm glad I got a new tripod is they actually did, now that smartphones are more of a thing that are regularly used, it did actually come with a mount for a smartphone and even a mount for a action cameras, which is a GoPro. That's pretty cool. And one thing I was kind of bummed about because I didn't see it listed on the box. Oh, I'm sorry. Anyone's interested, I guess. I'll share real quick. So 2 things I'm trying out. I mean, I'm keeping them, but new things for me that I just got recently from Walmart is this right here. This tripod. And I was a little bummed because in the box I didn't see anything about a carrying case, and I liked that my other one had a carrying case. But sure enough, and I need this little bag. I don't need it specific, like super fancy, but this comes in handy when you want to get it to go and you don't want to necessarily worry about breaking a box. And the other thing that I got is this here little clip-on light, but right now I'm digging the light that's coming through the window, so I don't really need it right now. But I was like, I appreciate having light options, but I need it in a way that it's not going to be too hard to deal with. And I like just a regular tripod, so I wouldn't be super interested in getting a tripod light. So when I was at the Walmart getting the tripod and I saw a clip-on light, I'm like, yes, this is definitely more my speed. Because you can clip it onto your phone like I did, or your tablet. Or there's a mount where you can use it on the a regular tripod, which is awesome. Or you can, what do you call it? You can like clip it on your laptop. Did I mention tablet? Because tablet too. So pretty much whatever you want to try to clip it on or mount it to a tripod is great times. So since I already had my phone mounted to the tripod, which is how I'm currently sharing the video, then I'm like, let me just clip this on and play around like that. So far so good. Okay. Yeah, eventually it would be nice to have like a camera where I could do zooming and stuff, but for right now this isn't like too bad. And I do have it where the screen is up top. It is a little not exactly what I was going for. Oh, I do have chat available on my TV right now in case anyone's interested in chatting. Anyway, I'll put the rest of these away. And then I'm feeling like some art time for a bit. Not a lot of time because I got things to do. Still a busy lady, even on holiday weeks. That has not changed. Oh. Some things will never change. But that's okay. I like not being bored. I'm a good believer in not being bored time. Okay, so are these supposed to be 3 high or... I guess it doesn't really matter. But now I gotta wonder, am I missing stuff? Let's assume 2 are high. Or deep, or whatever. 1. No, I'm not missing anything. This looks weird. Okay, good. Oh, that's my level of interest in trying to get that together. Okay, cool. So next, some paper. All right. But yeah, my relative passed away Friday. So I was talking with somebody, thankfully, for a bit. And I kind of, throughout that small conversation, remember like some things I'd like to do for self-care is do some art time. And I'm like, hey, that sounds like a great idea. I already have my art things. So I was thinking on Sunday to do it, but then I was like, but I really do need to figure out a better way to keep my phone from being in the way. So I got this tripod, and so far so good. I do have a tripod. I do have a tripod experience, but it's been in storage for so long, and I just don't feel like trying to figure out where it is. Yay. Nothing wrong with having only one tripod. No worries. Okay, so if I want to zoom in, I'll have to zoom in from the screen. Sure, let's try it. Over my table, that's not a good idea. Okay, if I walk around, I'll have a better understanding of what I need to be trying to do. That's the idea. Okay, we'll try it. Okay, zoom in time. A little more. That seems good. All right. So that's longwise or vertical, and this is horizontal. Does horizontal work okay? It's not too bad. I cut off something. I'm trying to figure out what. Okay. I'm not particularly sure what I feel like doing right now. Just something autumnal. Because it is still autumn, just for a little bit longer. And yes, I'm aware that autumn ends sometime December. It's just, you know, the way the norms are. We tend to, Anyway, here we go. So, am I trying to do one over the other? I could kind of see the benefit of doing landscape. I guess it just depends on what I feel like. I never know when I start. I just kind of do things. Okay. All right. Let's try that. I feel like I should use the other side of the table. This is a very well-worn table. And I do be enjoying my coffee. But usually on a particular side. I guess it doesn't particularly matter what I do. Still distracting. Oh. Okay, next. Okay, I feel like I should zoom out a piece. That way I don't have to worry about the paper so much. Okay, fine. Let me walk around and just zoom out a little. All right, that's true. All right, let's do some art. Playing around. Oh, my tech brain just comes on into play, and I forget. Oh yeah, I'm trying to remember. Okay, so I'm feeling like a tonal. Something that has cool, fade on colors. That's what I want right now. I don't think I have any sketch that has brown yet. So let me try to think what I feel like. All right. Well, I feel like a nice regular pencil, as in the 2B. Okay, and what am I feeling like? I don't have all the time ever to pencil do. Feeling like definitely been getting inspired by art puzzle lately. Let me see if I can do some kind of art puzzle inspired autumnal scene. Okay, so I'm envisioning some nice curvy path. Okay. Okay, nice curvy path. Okay, and I am envisioning okay, this is a good opportunity to try out the light to see if that helps anything or not. Alright, let me try the light, the little clip-on light that I got. This is on. It's got 3 settings. I think this is the middle setting. Okay. This is the last setting, I think. Okay. And then the first setting. No. First setting is definitely no. Middle setting. And last setting. Or off. Okay, off works better right now. Okay, next. I imagine feeling where's the good texture? Okay. Okay. Then this side. Okay. Then I imagine All right. Okay. All right. Charcoal. So that's one. I'm almost 99% sure that I got an eraser. I'm just super blanking. I don't know where it is right now. Well, I'm not really sure where my art eraser went. That's the thing about going visiting is sometimes I lose track of things and I don't realize they're lost track of until much later after I visited. Alright. Let's see if I got an eraser in a different place that I can use. don't have any big erasers, but I guess we'll just use this one. Okay, okay. All right. So at Bray 762 said hi. Hello, Bray. Okay, so then it's okay. Okay, so then short version is I'm just here. I'm like doing some art time. I had a family member pass away, and I recall doing art time being a good way for me to kind of mellow out a bit, try to process things, especially in sad times as these. Additionally, art puzzle. I've been playing a lot of art puzzles, so I'm kind of, and also it's fall for at least a little longer, so I've been trying to do some art. Autumn art before it's time to start doing Christmassy things. So we're just doing a little autumn art for a bit. At the artist room set of fun. Sorry to hear that. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so I was enjoying doing some art time for birthday week back in August, trying to make some cool art for that, and an opportunity to do some autumnal art before I head out to visit. I don't expect to have much time for autumnal art during visiting, but even if I do, I don't expect to be able to stream, so I'm like, yay, happy to have the opportunity to do some of that today. And got a new tripod and a new light. Light's not on right now, but it's a clip-on, because I was getting tired of doing art time on the floor, or like I tried to use books to hold my phone in place, but then my phone heated up. Okay, let's see. So that's nice. A bush. Fuzzy bush, but a bush nonetheless. The artist who said yes, I feel making art is very relaxing, and that artist who said legit was creative. Thank you. Yeah, on Sunday I had the table out. I'm like, oh, I could just use this for art. But I still was like, let me go look into getting a nice, is that Sunday? I'm pretty sure it was Sunday, yeah. Tripod. So, because back in the day when I used to do, like, over 5-6 years ago when I used to do YouTubing and Twitch, I had my tripod that was a holdover from back when I was a wannabe film major. I had gotten a tripod back then, and it came in handy for doing live streaming, but it's been in storage for a while, and I just was like, you know what, I'm just gonna finally just get a different one. Stop hoping I'll figure out storage time. So far it's working great. The light, probably later. At first it wasn't quite dark enough for the light when I was sketching, but it might be now. Let's see. Let's do a test. See if this works any better. There's 3 settings. It's a little clip-on light. I clipped right on my phone. I like that. At the artist room said, want to be a film major. You're funny. I said, oh, thank you. I mean, I was, though. Short version is I have people in the family who actually do work in Hollywood. And at the time, I called myself following in their footsteps. But they didn't quite pan out. Because one thing I realized a little late is you have to be able to network with people to be able to set up shoots. And I didn't know how to, like, back then it was the early aughts. So I didn't know that you could just try to figure out stuff at home to do. Like, YouTube wasn't really a thing. And so if I had to do over a button, I probably would have figured out how to do stuff at home. Or she said yes, it's about who you know. But I'm glad my sister, I have a sister who later got inspired to learn things about film. And she figured it out. Like, granted, it does help that YouTube's a thing now, and she's Generation Z, so she was able to get over a lot of the hangups I had when I was trying to do film school. Alright, so either way, you never know when some experience from trying to do film school ends up popping up later on, and sometimes it comes in handy. And I was all into art during high school, and even before high school, because it was my go-to extracurricular thing. Like, after I got done with homework and everything, it's just, well, let me make art. Let me draw. I pretty much turned to art and games and music and dancing for all my coping needs. I had a lot of time on my hands. Artistry said, cool. Well, you're on here creating, so that's awesome to see. Thank you. And at Claire the Fobal? Los? You know, I said, what are you drawing? Something autumnal. That I could say. What exactly? I never know. This is pretty much like I do my dancing. We just kind of see what happens. But I will say it's, there's this really cool game called Art Puzzle. So it's kind of art puzzle inspired. I've been enjoying a lot of art puzzle time lately. As lives here on YouTube. Okay, so what next? Happy little trees and stuff. Okay. Alright, so now I could see kind of tree like this. Kind of go in. Oh, yeah. I do have a limit of time, so I do need to be as speedy as possible. What's that? Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay. That's fun. Okay. Then that. That, and then okay. Oh yeah, one of the fun thing about art puzzle is you're effectively going from background to foreground. So there's all these layering moves that you end up doing when you're playing art puzzle. So I'm kind of toying around with the idea. I don't usually think of art in that kind of way, but it's an interesting thing to try and replicate just for fun. Okay. Okay, so if I have the tree like that, sort of there, sort of that, sort of this. Okay. Then oh, a split path. That's a fun time. Okay. Yeah, sometimes paths are like that though. They're not as direct as they could be. Sometimes you kind of have to choose what makes the most sense to navigate. Whether that's an actual path or a metaphorical one. So that kind of makes sense. Okay, next. What's next? Here's the question. At ours, Bruce says I love it. Looks awesome. Well, thank you. Just kind of playing around. Again, just trying to enjoy a passion of mine that I don't do enough. But maybe I should do more of. There was a reason I always went back to it when I was younger. Definitely relaxing. You're so correct on that. Okay, so That's the thing about AI. Can't really. It can be redundant and it can change things up, but it needs to have a baseline. It can't just make up the artist. Maybe you're going to draw. I don't know, maybe. But there's a lot of things I like to do too. I got a. One of the reasons I took a break from doing live streams is because I went and got a master's of science in computer science. One of the things I enjoy doing at artists, we said, well, you did say you always come back to. I do. But one of the things I enjoyed doing was when I was taking my video game coding classes for when it came to the 2D, I just drew my own art. So I could just draw my own assets and then upload them to my computer and then run them in Unity, because that's what we were learning with, Unity. So I would love to do more stuff like that. That'd be so fun. I did a whack-a-mole and I drew some whack-a-mole things. At Artist Roots, oh cool, so you make video games too. Yeah. Granted, they're very remedial, but you kind of just have to learn the, what I enjoyed doing when I was taking the 3D video game, I didn't have a lot of time to work so much with that, but I did get an opportunity to go back, and one of the things that I took in college after I didn't make it as a film studies major was some electronic music. So I ended up making a song for our main project for the 3D. So honestly, I'd love to go back to doing more of these. So it's just STEAM. I enjoy STEAM. Pretty much anything STEAM: science, technology, engineering, arts, math. It's got my name all over it. So hopefully I'll do more here on YouTube. The dancing has been really fun. I'm looking forward to more dancing time, but it's nice to get breaks in. Okay, so what else do I want to do? I'm just feeling like a lot of autumn. What time is it? Usually I would use my phone to judge the time, but that's not available. At Archery said, I love the 8-bit music from back in the 90s. Oh yeah, me too. Somebody had, I don't know what it was, but somebody out in public was playing something on their phone, and I had to keep my mouth shut. I was like, oh, that's definitely a bot. I would love to make. It was fun. What I did for the project. Sometimes I hear really cool sounds when I'm out and about, and so I'll record them on my phone using the recorder app. And so one time my boyfriend and I were at a park, and there were some ground squirrels, and one was just squeaking, and I'm like, first, I didn't know they squeaked, and second, that sounded amazing, so I recorded it. And later on, I ended up utilizing the squeaking of the ground squirrel into the song for the project. Let's try to find that sometime. But like, I love doing cool things like that. Okay, what else do I want to put in here? At the Artist Reset, I'm in Central US. It's 1:42 p.m. here. Oh, well, I am in California. So over here, it's 11:42. So what's next? At Artist Reset, yep. Okay. I'm thinking. But I love this kind of fun wavy bush. But I kind of messed that part up, so I'm going to clear that out. That's just such a fun game. That art puzzle game is just so fun. But I'm seeing what really had me to start was it seemed like it had some lore. But now it's lost the plot. And so I'm not as... I just keep wanting to know if it's going to go back to having lore or not. So far, not yet. But I do enjoy. It's another fun way to do puzzle time. So I'm not complaining. Nope, nope, not me. Alright, so here's a fun wavy bush. Okay, and then what I could do is some distance trees. I think that's what I'll do. Alright, let me keep on my wavy bush. Wavy, wavy, wavy. Wavy bush. Wavy bush. I gotta remember not to get too textured because I don't have time like that. Because I want to finish this and then take a little walk back to some of the art I've done previously. That could be fun. And then I gotta go, so I gotta eat some food and then get to the next part of my day. I don't usually do daytime streaming, but it's holiday and I work for the week. But unfortunately, I'll be going on a visiting tomorrow. So I don't know. But sometimes on weekends, I tend to have time to do things. I see sometimes, because sometimes I'm supposed to be working, but sometimes it doesn't work out. I don't know. Well, I'm glad people are taking some time to enjoy a little art time with me. That's very cool. I mean, it's like Kingdom Hearts time. I could enjoy that myself. But it's nice when other people are interested too. I don't know. I guess that's the thing with when a loved one passes away, you start taking inventory, trying to figure out what you're doing. At least in my case. See if it makes sense to keep doing that or if it's time to get a little change up time. And all in all, I think so far I've just kind of been trying to do my own thing. It wasn't like I meant to do that. Just kept ending up being that. Had a lot of time on my hands. And I'm just an artistic kind of gal. Probably low-key autistic too, but hey. It's hard to get diagnosis when you're an adult. But I love what I love. And it's hard not to see some pretty stuff with the weather. Granted, I'm in California, not a lot of trees turn the colors. But I do remember what it's like living in the East Coast. So I do get a little inspired this time of the year. I do love my Christmas time, but I think I'm more of an autumn lady. It's just got such beautiful colors. Usually, back in Ohio, everything just seemed so darn depressing by the time you got to winter. Because either you're doing a bunch of snow, which is pretty when it was pretty, or just a bunch of barren trees. Alright. Wavy chunky tree. Well, bush. Technically it's a bush. Okay, so beautiful. I never seemed to know when to stop. That was my problem growing up. It'd be fine, and then I'd be like, oh no, I gotta keep going, and then, oops. So now, I'm not necessarily super wild about it. I know that it's okay to stop. There's such a thing as no mas, and that's okay. Just kind of how things go. All right. So, tying this little bit up, and then we're going to do some out of the way trees. Okay. All right, next. Okay. That's fun. Eventually, I would like to do some painting time, but that's gonna require more things that I don't have money for right now. So. That doesn't look right. Okay. Better. Okay. Okay, great. And then this and more. Okay, like that. And then it's okay. And then I'll just do Christmas is coming, so I'll just throw a little pine in. And yeah, I know. It's weird. This is California. We have a lot of random trees here. You know, since some kind of stuff. Okay. This is not necessarily a literal thing. It's more of a holidays are here sort of thing. And Christmas is on the horizon. Okay. Okay, so then Okay. And then okay, so there is that, and then this, and then, and then that's okay, and then do like that. We got our red canopy thing done. And this will be that there. So next, so okay, and And alrighty. My watch really wants me to stand. No, it says I'm moving. Okay, good. Well, if it's saying I'm moving, then I guess I'm moving. Okay. Definitely nice not to worry about what my phone is doing right now. That's good. Oh. Let's see. Here we go. Pine green. I'm glad. I thought there was one. Definitely the right color for this. Ooh, yeah. Oh, I'm trying to finish things up real soon because I do have to go eat lunch and then get on over to the rest of my day. I'm just happy I got opportunity to try and do some autumnal art time before I went to visiting. So really don't know what to expect when I go visiting or after I get back from visiting. So here we go. I guess one thing that this year has over last year is I don't have to worry about transferring all my TikToks to YouTube. That's nice. So the time I was using last year to try and figure that all out, I can now put it into other things. That's really good. So that was burnt sienna, and this is maroon. That's the beautiful thing about autumnal, especially if you're going for that effect of some. I was considering doing like the trees transitioning from green to colored, but I don't really have time. So I think instead I'm just kind of like going to that part of the transition of trees where they start. They have changed, but I'll just pretend that nothing fell off yet. It's cool enough to change, but not cool enough to fall yet. I think that's fair. Okay, so then there is that tree. And next up is mahogany. Like, that's the thing. When you're doing your nice little trees, you don't have to have a little whatever. They don't have to be one-on-one with real life. You don't have to necessarily worry about the science if you don't feel like it. The only thing that I want to play around with is that whole transition. Okay, raspberry, why not? It's red-like, so works for what I'm doing. Okay. Okay, burnt sienna again. Let me fix this a little more. That's better. Okay. Fuzzy Wuzzy. Sounds fun. All right. Okay. Nice orange for this one. Whoa, what happened to the time? Hold on. Whew. Yikes. Okay, I gotta go in. Alright, rush time, rush time. Having too much fun. Too much fun. It's good forever. I got things to do. Lightning round. Okay. Violet. Okay. Great, great. Okay. And then we'll just think of something nice for this one. Okay, this could be a good opportunity for what was that? Olive. What I was thinking is this. I haven't seen quite right. This one. Shamrock? Nah. This one. Jade. Oh, jade. Oh, that's cool. Let's do that. Like a jade green. Alright. Alright, so instead of not doing it all, what I'll do is have this be that. Alright. Whatever. Go. Time. That happened so fast. Okay. Quick draw. Let's go. Let's go to school. Okay. Oh, that's green. Okay. Okay. Then, um, yellow, orange. Okay, cool. Then, Uh, all right, got enough time. Go, 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 go. Okay. I'm very happy to know this tripod setup is working out wonderfully. And the table definitely helps for part-time. This has very much been an idea I've been having for over a year now. When I originally got the art supplies, the crayons and the colored pencils, etc. So glad I finally sat down and utilized it. Again, the only thing I was really missing was a way to keep my camera, my phone in this case, out of the way and able to show everything that I needed to show. That definitely had been the tricky part this whole time. So I'm happy I finally went ahead and got the a new tripod. Stop trying to wait for me to get the one I have in storage. So it's just not a good idea. Okay, so now not quite filling yellow green. Okay, just regular green. That's fine. Okay. All right. Okay, go, 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 time. All right. Very good. All right. That's that part. Then so I'm imagining a nice dirt path. And yes, there should be some green. In this part. That's true. Okay. Okay, and then on my dirt path, I need to change it up a little to distinguish from the trees. What round it is. Okay. That'll help. Okay, light brown dirt path. Okay. Great, and then I gotta close things out with the sky. So, what am I imagining for the sky? I am imagining a nice clear blue. Wow. Does that make sense? I guess. That makes sense. Sometimes that makes sense. Okay, sky blue it is. Oh, I need to go. Okay. It's one of those days where it's cold, but still kind of sunny. What's happening? Just before things start going super cold. Alright. Yay. I wanted to do some autumnal art. Oh, still sort of not busy. Yay. Woo. Yay. That's called a big check on that one. Okay. Apricot. Apricot. Mango. Yummy. Peach? No, olive grape. on yellow. Perfect. Great. Okay. That looks pretty done to me. Awesome. Okay. Gotta get going. What day is it today? I think it's the 25th. Alright. Alright. Yay. I like to get some autumnal art. I did some autumnal art. Ah. Yay. Alright. Alright, those are the 3 different settings. Nice. Okay. Thank you, the artist Rue. Thank you, at Claire da Faux Paulos 8917. Thank you, at Bray 7682. Yeah. Thank you to anyone who I may have missed. And thank you to anyone who might check this out in the future. Stranger things have happened. So that's art from today. I got a little chance to do a autumnal drawing. Yay. Yeah, so whenever, wherever, however, whatever, just make the most of it. That's the most important part. Bye-bye. I gotta play around with these a little more. I would love to cancel sooner, but that's the thing when my thing's on. Oops, I did the wrong one on that one. All right, hold on. Let me get this ready. There you go. Now I can do it. All right, try that again. Whatever, wherever. Oh. Try that again from the start, just in case. Never know. Here's my art. I just did a nice autumnal drawing. I'm going to have to delete the back scene. I'm signing out. Thank you. At the artist rule. Thank you. At Barry7682. Thank you. at Claire Dafopulos 8917, and thank you even if I missed, and thank you anyone who might this in the future. Stranger things have happened, and whenever, however, whatever, just make the most of it. That's the most important part. All right. Bye-bye.